From the capital city, this is Channel 2 News, Early Edition.
4 snowmobilers are rescued this morning after 2 cold nights in the mountains east of Idaho City. A star of the stage and screen will donate her time and talent for the World Center for Birds of Prey. And later, Olympic speed skating, Silver Sage style. Good evening and welcome to Channel 2 News. 4 snowmobilers are safe at home this evening after spending 2 cold nights stranded in the mountains east of Idaho City. 3 of the men are from Boise, the 4th is from Salt Lake City. Their snowmobiles got stuck late Tuesday night. Mike Keckler was there when the last man was brought to safety today.
I'm not eating near as much at meals as I used to. I think my stomach's shrunk.
After 2 nights stranded in the woods, smiles and handshakes greeted the 4 snowmobilers. How you feeling?
Tired, hungry. Not cold anymore, though.
But glad to be out.
Yeah, glad to be out.
They wore evidence of their ordeal, but aside from being tired, all are okay.
Cold 2 nights, but thanks to Mike, we're here. I'm sore and tired, and in fact, I have a hard time lifting my legs, to crawl into a vehicle or anything.
Mike Bowles hiked 11 straight hours yesterday, and last night walked into Idaho City to get help.
It was a long walk. It was windy and a lot of hills to climb, and pretty much wore me out. So,
ever think you'd make it?
Oh, there were a couple times I thought I was just going to have to stop and maybe spend the night, because I was pretty exhausted when I got into town.
All 4 snowmobilers got separated and then got stuck. Despite bad weather, all 4 were prepared, both with matches and mental toughness.
I tried to stay cold instead of freezing. But it was less than convenient, but it never worried about making it out. I just figured I set myself up for the long haul.
Rescuer Ron Ashley was impressed with the calm manner he encountered when he found one of the snowmobilers early this morning.
You hungry or need something to drink? No, I'm doing fine. I mean, he was just as calm as could be. I mean, I was impressed. The guy was really calm.
Not even surprised to see you?
No, not really. Just, he asked us, he said, "Do you guys drink beer?" He said, "Oh, once in a while we might have one." He said, "I'm going to buy you guys all a beer."
Those calm heads certainly get most of the credit for bringing a happy ending to what could have been a very frightening story. Near Idaho City, Mike Keckler, Channel 2 News.
Now the 4 were located by rescuers from the Boise Snowmobile Club and the Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue. Authorities...
Good evening. 4 snowmobilers are safe tonight after being stranded for as long as 36 hours.
Rescue crews found them east of Idaho City. As News Center 7's Mike Connaughton reports, snow and 40-mile-per-hour winds hampered the search.
And we found the one fellow here on the ridge, and we brought him out at 2 a.m. this morning.
Mike Bowles says he and his friends were having a good time Tuesday night. They were snowmobiling in the Thorn Creek area above Idaho City until it started snowing and blowing.
We all got stuck, and one of our friends ended up down in a ravine. Another one kind of disappeared entirely. We didn't know whatever happened to him.
All 4 were stranded miles from the nearest town. After a cold, sleepless night on the side of a hill, Bowles hiked 11 hours through the snow for help.
I followed the tracks that we had made going into the lookout, and it was pretty easy. It started out pretty easy, but the snow was falling heavily all day, and as I started getting closer and closer to town, the snow kept getting deeper and deeper, and just made it tougher to walk in.
After we reached town, search and rescue teams were called in, and the search for the other 3 men was on. Crews found one of the snowmobilers about 2 this morning. The others were located and hauled out after that. Search crews say the snowmobilers were lucky.
I think they really are. It's been really nasty. It's just been wet and cold here, but up on the hill, they tell me that the winds have been 30 and 40 miles an hour. Sleet, very limited visibility.
Randy Mum says the next time he gets on his snowmobile, he'll be more prepared. He'll carry a few things he'll need if he has to spend another night in the hills during a snowstorm.
Snowshoes, a flare gun. I thought my space blanket was in there, but it wasn't. Just thank the good Lord that made it out okay.
All 4 men credit search volunteers with saving their lives. One even offered thanks.
I'm going to buy you guys all a beer.
Mike Connaughton, News Center 7.
Well, listen up. Snowmobile experts say these are some simple tips that can help make your trip a safer one. Don't go off the trail. Protect your head. Go with a companion, and be sure to carry enough items to survive the night should you find yourself in an accident. Of course, any sort of travel in the mountains is hazardous tonight. There are avalanche warnings in the higher elevations from Boise to McCall.
4 snowmobilers are safe and warm tonight.
The 4 men got lost in the woods, and they had to wait until one of them walked 20 miles to get help. Jackie Liptak has their story.
Boise County Sheriff, Rescue 901.
By early this morning, searchers had located 2 of the 4 snowmobilers missing since Tuesday. The 4 men became separated and each got stuck in the snow about 10 miles from Idaho City. After a cold and windy night in the woods, Mike Bowles decided to hike out at dawn and get help.
It took about 11 hours. Yeah, it was a long day. A long day. And then it was snowing all day, too.
After Mike walked into the Boise County Sheriff's Office and reported the others missing, searchers set out on snowmobiles and found Randy at 2 o'clock in the morning. Searchers spotted Randy's mom by a small campfire he built.
It was a tiny little fire. I didn't know I didn't really believe what I was seeing. Then I could see some movement in the trees, and so he was a pretty happy guy. Real calm fella. I mean, I was impressed with him. He was real calm, considering what he's been through.
In some really bad terrain. I think we're going to have to helicopter out all the snowmobiles, it sounds like. But, yeah, it was just the bad situation got worse because the weather's just lucky to get out.
But searchers still had to find the other 2 men.
We're going to head up there now, so look for them. We'll see you.
As Mike and Randy wait, word comes back to base camp the other 2 men have been found, and this cold and snowy search is now called a success.
At this time, everyone seems to be in good shape.
I don't ever want to do that again.
Jackie Liptak, Newswatch 6.
A word of warning to all backcountry snowmobilers and skiers. Many Idaho mountain and forest areas are now said to be susceptible to avalanches. And because of an avalanche, drivers going to Stanley will have to make